Thank you everyone for joining again. We will go through the indexes first and then we'll go through the stocks that are requested. For TSX index, as you might have expected on chart, we can see it's dropping, especially the last two candles. Williams or CCI downward. It gives an impression that the downward might still continue on next trading session as well. The next support we can take here, but then there is a gap up. So I am thinking TSX might get a support here at 17,698. If it reaches there, we might expect next 1 to 2 trading sessions to be down, at least on TSX. Vivek sir,
I've been always talking about the bubble. That is what is happening now. It is showing a correction now.
do you see possibility to drop further from this support?
Well, 17,500 or 17,400 is not something which is not possible. 17,400 is highly possible. But that would mean another about 600 points or 700 points drop,
Yeah.
which would be quite acute here.
Looking
Monday, I would expect it to take a dead cat bounce and go back for some time and then continue the downward journey.
so if that happens, do you suggest some buys on Monday? But that I find risky.
It is risky, but that is what the markets are all about. I have listed of three stocks which I'm looking at. Let's see how they would go ahead further. Taken the lead from various requests coming in. I could only shortlist three stocks which I could look at keeping in the immediate future. Dip आएगा तो ये लेंगे.
Yeah, let's go to DX. This has been on downtrend for about 2 weeks now. Is about to rebound from the support, but still Bollinger Band is still downwards. The mid Bollinger Band, as you can see, is downward, which gives an indication that the downtrend could continue in the next week as well. Though if we see the last session, the market is pushing the price up, which kind of gives impression that Monday maybe it might go up, but overall the next week the trend could be, if Monday and Tuesday the market is not pushed up, the trend might remain downward. The good thing of the last session is it's giving a hint that market is not letting it below this level of 12,750. If you see it on this 23rd, the low was 12,758. On 25th, low was 12,773. Then on 26th, again 12,764. So market is pulling it back whenever it is reaching this level. And if you see back at here, it turned up from the same level. This acted as resistance, whereas over here also it acted as resistance, so which looks to be becoming a support now and taking the market up. So looking at NDX compared to TSX, it gives a hint that this market is trying to reverse, and maybe initial few sessions, if they are green, it might reverse from here, but again depends on how it trades in the first 2 days of the week. Next week, Williams R and CCI both have reversed. It reversed here and then again got pulled back, but the last session is making it to move up. We still have to wait and see how it trades. It may not be a true reversal of the trend from here. And in terms of the next support from here, if the next support is way down at around 12,273, which is like another 500 points from where we are, where the lowest was, which is not, uh, it's not that it may not reach, it could still reach if the market turns downward. So in my point, it's a watch for the stocks which are especially traded in the US markets on Nasdaq. Vivek sir, what would you comment or what would you suggest?
So I think you're right. The market is looking weak and taking a strong support at the current levels of 12,750 or something.
Yeah.
Taking a very strong support. Now, if it bounces back and crosses 13,200, you are in for a rally up to 14,000 or even higher. If it crosses 13,200, 14,000 is on the cards, or 13,800 definitely. Can you convert this to a weekly candle?
Yeah. Sure.
That will help you out a lot. See down. Now you see the support. Now do you realize it how many weeks it took to climb to 13,800? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 to 8 weeks. And just 2 weeks of downward trend. And it's a big candle if you ask me. The body of the candle last week, body of the candle is pretty big candle. But it's a very strong support if you ask me. And even a 20-day EMA is going to be playing it, which is at 12,500. And that is exactly where Kamla was saying the next supportive line, 12,500,
Yeah.
500 points below. And if you look at it, if you go back, you will realize the 20-day EMA has been maintained and retained. No. Go back to weekly candle and see if it's working on 20-day moving average.
Yeah.
It is not able to cross down.
Yeah.
Right from April, it has not let it go below 20-day. So 12,500 is a very strong support. There is a high possibility it could bounce back on Tuesday or Wednesday latest. It could give you a red candle. It could give you a slight green open on Monday, then give you a red candle on Monday evening, and by Wednesday morning it could be bouncing back. High probability. Or even by Tuesday morning it could be bouncing back. Tuesday afternoon. So Monday could be a day of. It could be testing days for the people who are traders who are long.
Thank you, Vivek sir. Yeah. Usually we have observed the trend on US market stocks that on Friday and on Tuesdays they open high and then go down before taking the uptrend. So this is in line with what Vivek sir mentioned. So Tuesday we could watch to enter any new positions if we want to hold once the market starts taking an uptrend. Okay, so shall we go on to stocks if there are no
Yeah.
questions on indexes? Vivek sir, shall we take the three stocks which you mentioned from
All
the
right.
chat?
DCBO, all TSX, DCBO.
Mhm. So
Current price 55.64. It is outside the Bollinger Band. It's a green candle. Market pushing it up on a day when things are falling. Very strong support. I will be buy at around 51. Stop of 46. Target of 72, 76, 81, 84. So buy at around 51, between 51, stop of 46. So $5 stop loss. Now, this I am basically buying it at 51 with a clear intention. In case if Monday is a red day or if Tuesday I get a dip, I buy. Otherwise, I could even enter in at 55 or 50 or at 54. I could even enter earlier, depending on how the markets will move. It's been falling right from January to 21. It's been a regular fall, just a little bit of consolidation and a regular fall after January 21. It's time for it to bounce back.
would you like to share your screen?
Yeah, do that. I'll share my screens.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Lovely. Take. Now, what do the charts tell you? Bollinger Bands coming down, expanding. Now, with the Bollinger Band expanding, this has been a downtrend. Now the Bollinger Band is going to expand. Clear? The price is below the 50-day 20-day, 100-day, and close to 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is over here, shown you over here. What is it? 51.90. What is my buy price? 51. This last trading day, the low was 52.91. I am only $3 away from my buying price, or $2 away from my buying price. Why am I doing this now? This is a 1-day chart. This is a day chart. It is close to my 200-day moving average. My RSI is slightly turned flattish. CCI at 194. Williams R is slightly curved up. This is curving up. It is outside the Bollinger Band, wanting to come in. That is why I say I may even buy, depending on Monday morning, how the environment works, how the market moves. I may even enter earlier because I am seeing a bigger target. Though I know market is in a corrective mode, I will still enter. I can enter earlier because this is giving me a indication. Look at the volume, higher than the average volume, is giving me an indication that there is strength coming in. Now, I convert this to a day chart to a week chart. This has been your strength, 50.15. And 51 is where I want to buy it. Keeping a stop loss of 46. That will be the stop loss, which is very close to my EMAs also.
Yeah,
Now, it's a recent listing or whatever said and done. It's close to my 50 EMA of weekly chart, which is a very strong support. Right? So I am looking at buying it. Now, what are my targets? My first target would be this level.
72. Yeah, 72.
That is the first statement I made, 72.
Yes.
Next target is 76. Or this one,
Yeah.
76. Next target 81.
Lower than. Yes.
Right? 81. And final target I'm giving at 84, which is the height over here.
Yeah, to close that one.
Close to that height. So that's a very far away target. Now my point is at 50, 55 or at 52, 53 also, if I enter, my first target is 72. I am $22 away. I am at least $20 profit on a $50 thing. I am on a 40% profit margin. Now I don't expect this target to be achieved in the next 1 week or 2 days. It will take time, but I am willing to wait for that. This took me almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 weeks. I'm expecting it to also take about mid-March or mid 21st or 30th or 17th of March. That is the time I expect this target to be achieved.
And they have a result coming on the 13th of March, I think.
So then that means that is the date, that is the date I should be looking for.
Yeah.
13th of March is my date, my deadline, which gives me exactly what I'm looking for, 14 days or 12 days of trading days. So Dosebo is one I could look at with a very straight case. Now that you know your stop losses, I suggest we can work it that way.
Yeah, this looks to be a good buy in the
And
next.
these are all picks picked up by people who are friends who have requested for information. Actually, I've seen through all the trades that they've asked for. I've only identified 3 out of them. I don't look at penny stocks much, and there are some stocks which I felt were not really worth even looking into it further. The charts don't indicate that much. So I picked up Dosebo, which I felt was very good for any one of us to earn a good, quick money. Secure money. Probability of hitting it is very high because there are a lot of things which are falling in favor for it.
Totally agree, sir.
Sorry, what is your stop loss on this, Vivek sir?
My stop loss over here is 46. That is, I'm looking at the low over here. No, not over here. 1 second.
Yeah, just above.
Uh,
I think the red and green candle before that.
this is the, no, this. This is 49.
Above that.
I'm looking at this one.
Yeah.
This one. 46.
Okay, thank you.
Primarily I'm looking at 46 because my entry is at this thing. So I'm working on a almost 10% stop loss because my targets are long. Because my targets are long, I'm looking at a high, because after this, from here, the next support is either at 48, which is over here, at 49.70, which is at this level. Which is why I said 51 would be a perfect buy level. Now, if I'm a very strong, aggressive trader, I would buy at 51 and keep a stop of only 50. $1 stop loss. Or $2 stop loss, 49. Because this low is 48.30, which can be hit. After that, 48.30 has never been hit. Otherwise, only 49.83. So after 48.30, 49.83 is the next stop loss. So if I could either use this as a stop loss of 49.83, so I can keep a stop loss of 49.50, buy at 51, stop loss of 49.50, or buy at the current market price at 55 or 54, stop loss of 49.50 or 49. So $6 stop loss. But that's a risk I'm taking because the markets are still not conducive for a red candle growth. That is why I'm taking 51. Any questions? Any queries?
I think this looks very good to enter either on Monday or on Tuesday.
But a very good strong watch. Definitely a very good strong watch.
I'll share
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll share the entry, exits, and stop loss in the groups.
So I'll give you the image. I have it written on paper. I'll send the image to you. The next stock I'm talking about is BLX.
BLX.tu. Yeah.
Box to you. Right? Now comes the Bollinger Band play. The market was falling. This fellow was enjoying his time. And he has given you a very clear jump up. 1, 2, 3, and almost the fourth day, 50% has been occupied. Now he has almost moved above the 200-day EMA and moved towards the 100-day EMA. The 100-day EMA is over here, this sector, right? So now what is 100-day EMA talking about? 42.77. It's already crossed and now trading at 44.28. So it has moved up, taken the 150-day EMA and moved up. He has taken the 150-day EMA and moved up. I can show you the 150-day EMA if you want. See the black line? Exact 150-day EMA, it moved up. That was the 30-week average moving average, 30-week moving average. 150 days is about 30 weeks, 5 working days per, trading days per week. So 30-week moving average, it has taken a move up. Right? So now this is the next script. Current price 44.28. I will look for a dip. I'm hoping for a dip on Monday to enter this price at around 40.50, which if you look are the lows of the last 3 consecutive days. 40.48 on 23rd of February. 24th, 40.55. 25th, 40.49. So 40.5 is the low that I'm looking to enter in case if the market favors me and gives me a chance to entry. Else, I will risk and enter accordingly. So I may not wait for 40.50. I may even enter at 42, somewhere over here. Why is this? Because my targets, my stop loss is 38 for your kind of information. Why? Because this was my low, 40.5 was my low. I'm looking at a target of 38, which is somewhere around over here. This is the low, 38. When you look at it, 38, how many times it has taken support?
At least 4 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8 times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 38.40. The low 38.40. The low 38.60. Low 38.11. Low of 38. Low of 38.24. Low of 38. Low of 38.30. Low of 38. Low of 37.70. So 38 is my stop loss. Very strongly it has bounced back from here. So 38 is my stop loss. First target, 25% return. First target, 51.20. And that 51.20 is below my upper Bollinger Band currently. So even if we use a Bollinger Band rules, 51.20 is our first target. Next target is 55. And the last target is 56.50. Right? Now, technical terms, I see the green candle, volume has gone up. Volume is higher than the average. RSI has curved up very clearly. CCI is moved up from a low of minus 200, it is now to a figure of minus 90. Williams R has also curved up, which is why this green candle was there. So if Monday gives me a dip, I am a buyer at even 42. Because when the market was falling, this gentleman was moving up, and this is after announcing dividends. Right? Now look what happens over here. Dividend announced, it consolidates, it moves up. Dividend announced 27th of November. Dividend announced 28th of August. 25th of February. Dividend announced, it consolidates, it dips, and then it moves up. And but it gives you a good run up. It consolidates and gives you a good run up, which is why I am expecting it. Dividend announced, he has acknowledged the movement. Now he will either consolidate. So I can also hold myself patiently to buy at 40 and then look for a raise. But all depending on what happens on Monday and Tuesday. Right? Now, if you look at this, when dividend was announced, it was near the upper Bollinger Band. So it gave you a rise and then took a dip. This was near the lower Bollinger Band. Let me show that to you. What date is this? This is August 27th. This was the day we're talking about. Dividend announced.
Yes.
The price was, high is 33.40. It shoots up. It consolidates. But this is below the lower Bollinger Band. It consolidates, comes to lower Bollinger Band. The low is 32.36. The low today was 32.80. It doesn't take a very major dip low. And then it shoots out. then it shoots out. I could use a trailing stop loss comfortably all the way till almost this position or this position. My low has not been touched, right? So, Boralex is another script that I would now recommend you to buy in the next week. I repeat the details: buy between 40.50 to 42, stop loss of 38, target 51.20, 55, 56.50. You exit at your comfort zone. Right? So two stocks on TSX, both this thing. Now I'll give you a penny stock, one of your favorites.
T.V. Yeah.
No stop losses for this. Current trading at 0.77, buy at 0.71 or 0.74. Again, look at it. The 50-day moving average has been maintained. It could not be cracked. It went below the 20-day moving average, it was pushed up, and now it is above the 20-day moving average. The Bollinger Band is pulling it up. Markets were negative for the last 2 or 3 days on TSX. He was giving you a green candle. It's a penny stock green candle. So high tide would be the next trade I would do. So I will be buying it. Currently it is a 0.77. I'm hoping for a dip at about 0.71 or 0.74. Anything in between this, I will be a buyer. 0.71, 0.74. Why? Because the low on the last day was 0.73. So I'm expecting at least a bid price at 0.74 to be filled in. If it is unfavorable, if the market favors you on Monday, I can also expect a dip between up to 0.71. It being a penny stock, a 7-cent dip would mean approximately 10% down, which is highly possible. Right? So if market is favorable on Monday or Tuesday, I can get it at 0.71 or 0.74. I will be a game to buy it. Because it's a penny stock, I am not putting a stop loss to this set. So in penny stock, stop losses rarely work. It could be a dip anyway. It's a risk which you take for big gains, so you don't put stop loss. I would say you buy at 0.71, you buy 1,000 shares or buy 2,000 shares. What is the value you're going to you're pumping in? You check it out. If you're willing to lose that money, you can make good money out of it. Right? First target 0.85. That is 15 cents or a 70-cent purchase. Second target 1.05 or $1. And thereafter, you can trail it to your liking, to your taste. That indicates to you what this stock is all about. Now, let me give you a weekly chart for this. Though I think in this, the week will not be really effective. Right?
Yeah, because it rallied too much at the start of the year. So
Yes. That is why the week will not be much effective.
yeah.
The day chart is sufficient. I could take a day chart, I could take an hour chart, I could take a 4-hour chart. This is a 4-hour chart. Now look at the 4-hour chart. 171, 1, 2, 3. 3 days, the last, these two are yesterday's candles. 0.74 was the lowest in the first half yesterday, in the last trading session. 0.73 lowest here in the second session. 0.74 lowest in the first session on Thursday. This is Wednesday, 0.71. So I'm expecting, God willing, or markets favoring me, if I get a 0.71, 0.72, 0.74, I would be a keen buyer for it. And again, if you look at the 4-hour chart, Bollinger Band expands, it contracts, squeezes. It could be a bounce back comfortably. Also, penny stock, the rule which Kamal talks of, if it's 0.77 or 0.8 or anything above 0.7, it has a high probability of touching 1. Had it been a 0.2 or 20% stock, this would not have been considered at all. But because it's a 0.7 or 0.8 dollar stock, I'm considering it for a target of 1. Even if I take a 1 target, I'm talking about 30 cents on 70-cent purchase, which is almost about 40% return. So, 3 stocks which I can propose to you. These are all stocks picked up by queries made by you only. Queries raised by you, I have picked up my stocks. My stock screener, what does that tell me? I think, yes, here it is. Let me remove the ETFs. I'm not touching gold, I'm not touching anything. RCIB is 1, but again, no buy signals over here, still waiting. I think I had done something here also. I think MRU was one which I was looking at.
How about OR? It has buy signals from
Yeah, but that's again a gold, and I'm not trying to look at gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because of Barrick, I have a allergy for gold now.
All gold stocks are down.
So that's the reason why I'm not looking at gold for timing. But you look at the stocks which I was looking at, BLDP, I think I had given the suggestion earlier.
Yeah.
Given EMA also I've given earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I've given Fortis, I've given earlier.
Yeah.
Let's look at Fortis. I haven't seen Fortis chart today at all. I can always do that.
Yeah, and after this we can take BLDP. Even I was following that, and that looks to be a good.
Renko, change it to Renko, to Ekanashi. So it's all going down, right from here. But this has moved up, so let's take candlesticks now. Even when CCI and RSI CCI has moved up, RSI is still going down. After dividends, after earnings, it is still falling down. So I'm staying away from it. If I convert this to, let's say Fortis, that I take it over here. FTS. Fortis is on New York or is also on Toronto, no?
Yeah. It's there on both.
Yeah, they're on both of them. See that now. 20, 50, 100, 150, 200. Where is the strength in the stock? Though the screener told me buy, the strength is not showing at all. I will not touch the stock till it doesn't reverses and crosses the mid-Bollinger Band now. Now, this, if you look at it, this is a 4-hourly candle. Convert this to a day chart, still the same. Now, look at it, the chart from here. Over here it crossed over, or take it to a weekly chart. Now, in the weekly chart, it is showing you strength over here. Now comes a gameplay. Can I do this on a weekly chart? My next support level is not over here at 49, but is over here at 45 or even lower, because the wick of the candle is 41.50. Yeah, 41.50. So possibly My support over here is on at 45. I could take it at 42, 43. So I could look at buying a Fortis, which is currently at 49, somewhere around 45, because that is a weekly support. A weekly support very rarely gets taken out. Very rarely gets taken out. So Fortis at 45 would be a good buy price for a target, first target of about 53, or next target at about 53, 50, 56, or even 58. From 45, I can expect it to go up. But it's a weak stock. Why? Because on a daily chart, it is showing me weakness. Only on weekly chart, it is showing me a support happening closer to this 200-day moving average. But on a weekly chart, if I convert this to a day chart, God help this chart at all. There is no support I'm seeing at all here. Right? So that takes care of this. Let's do even EMA. You want to pick up a EMA.TO, where is it? See that? Day charts. We were thinking of entering around 49, 48, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry. If you entered over here at 48, 49, then you are in good money. Even this red candle is primarily because the market were down. So this could always move up. But again, the indicators are bad here. The EMAs are bad. What is weekly chart showing you? There. It has gone below the 200-day EMA of a weekly chart. So that's the indication for this. Kamal, you want to take it over?
Yeah, sure. Thank you
Done.
for your insights. So I'll start with this Excel. It's requested by more than 2 members. Like the two stocks, EMA and Fortis, even this is on a downtrend from long time. It's been over 2 months. This week it is getting support here at this price of about 1330. If we trace back, it has a support at this 1330 level. So this 1330, 1340 looks to be a support now from where it is reversing. It was a resistance around September and acted weak support sometime here in December, which is now acting as support here. So if the market trend reverses on Tuesday, it could be good to enter, since if you see CCI has reversed, although Williams R is still downward. So a price of 13.3 looks to be a good entry for targets of first target at 21 and the next target at 23, and if someone can hold longer, I would say a target of 30 could also be possible. We may not expect this kind of spike, but if you are okay to hold for long, 1340 is what I was seeing on the daily chart, which
That's also right. 1340 also perfect.
Yeah.
Current is what? Current rate is 13.
14, 17. And low it is going close to 1340 and reversing here.
1381.
Yeah.
1381.
So a dip on Tuesday could be a good entry at around 1330 is what I was looking at.
Yes, you could enter around 1350 or 1360 also and keep a stop of about 13.
Yeah, that would also be appropriate.
So that your order gets filled in and your stop is at 13 instead of 1330,
Hmm.
or a stop of 1250, you keep a stop of about 13 or 1250 and enter at about 1350.
Okay. Right. I think that's a good entry with a stop of 50 cents.
Yeah. Target would be around 20, 21 gas stores.
Yeah. So
First target 21.
21 and next target 23.
23.
Yeah. And then around close to 30.
Yes.
Kamal, just for a second.
Mhm.
You were discussing Emera. I was away from the chair. So if you can just give me a brief outline what is expected out of EMA, Emera. You already discussed that.
This Vivek sir was talking about it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Just a brief outline. I'll not take much of your time then.
No, take enough of a time. Makes no difference.
Yeah, Vivek sir, would you like to mention the?
I'll share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Just a minute. I'll stop sharing.
I've already shared it.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Right. Now, EMRA is over here on a weekly chart. I'm showing you on a weekly chart. It has gone below 200-day moving average.
Yes.
Right. It is showing a weakness. Now, the weakness is till this low or till this level, 47.50.
All right.
47 is what I'm looking as a low. I'm looking because on a weekly chart. If I convert this to a day chart, I'm already at a low point. Now, if I don't know, have you entered this that script already?
Yeah, I'm already in it. When we
At
discussed
what
it last
price?
time,
At what price?
around 52, I entered actually.
At 52. Then that's almost. I think I entered it also around 51, if I'm not mistaken, or what is my entry price? My entry price was 51. All right. So this is the low. Now you could also, if you really want to safeguard your capital, you could keep a low stop loss of 49.50.
Okay.
Because 49.66 is the low on this candle. It hasn't gone below this candle at all, 49.66 at all. So 49.66 is the low. I can keep a low of 49.50 as a stop loss and let it move up.
Okay.
Though all parameters are in negative, it is below all the moving averages on a day chart. It is below all the moving averages on a week chart. It is weak. I'm not saying it is not weak, but I'm expecting it to move up.
Okay. Okay.
Which is why I would keep a very strong stop loss. Exactly what we have talked about just now, which will be the low of this day, which is 49.60 or 49.50 as my stop loss for this trade.
Okay. All right.
My target is straight over here. First target would be at 50 to 46 or 50 to 60, which is near your buying price. Fine. So I will now look at 53.75. Next price I will be looking at is at somewhere over here, 54.75, and thereafter on a higher time frame. Somewhere over here, 56, 57.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
49.50 would be a stop loss. First target of 53 or 50 or 54.75 and thereafter.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Come on, all yours.
Thank you, sir. So I'll take the next stock, which is requested by about 3 people. So next stock is FLT drone delivery. It's on TSXV. It is also listed amongst the top 50 stocks on TSX Ventures, for 2021. And as you can see, that's because of the rally it has had up to second week of Feb. But since then it has been on downtrend, and in this week it has fallen below the mid Bollinger Band. So expect further correction, and a price around 1.38 looks to be a strong support, could become a strong support and good entry point if someone is looking to enter or want to buy more, with a stop of around 20, 20 cents at around 1.18. It's showing 1.19, a little less.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, so 1.18 is the stop loss for it. For targets at 1.38, could target around 1.98, which is $2 if you want to have a, it can still reach $2. So $2, 2.24. And since it has moved up, if you still want to hold it further, a price target of 2.76, which would be double from here, could also be possible. Vivek sir, do you want to add?
Yeah, you're right. Perfectly right.
Okay, so next we will take PTQ. So just for members on the call and who would be watching offline, please don't feel bad that you have requested and all the stocks we have not analyzed. Have all these stocks, but because of time constraint, we are picking only the ones which we have seen that multiple people have requested, and would be good to either buy or watch for most of the members. PTQ, I think Hassan in WhatsApp group has been mentioning about this stock from quite a while now, and it's expected to start trading in the US market as well. Um, but again, following FLT, you can see it has similar trend since 10th of Feb. It is also on correction. It can still fall further, which is in line with TSX index analysis what we saw. So for good entry, it would be better to wait for it to correct further, and support at around $2 would be, though it was not a strong support there, multiple times it has gone further down, but still I think $2 can become a support this time for someone to enter, or if you want to increase your average with a stop of 10 cents at about 12 cents, 1.88. Because if it falls to this range, there is a gap up here which it might cover. So if you have a stop here, it would save you from this gap down, from going down, which covers this gap up, and then you can buy back at around 1.8, which could become the next support. So buy at $2, stop loss at 1.88, for the first target at 2.30, and the next target at 2.5. And the downward trend is confirmed by Williams R and CCI. So maybe on Tuesday, if it reaches here and reverses, these indicators might also be helpful to see if it is good to enter, because currently Williams R is at -81, CCI is at -73, which means it can fall down further. So we could take help of these indicators as well to decide whether it's good time to enter. Any questions on PTQ?
Tahir has just joined us. Welcome, Tahir. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Okay, guys. So yeah, continue, guys.
Yes, so we have 10 minutes left for the session.
Kamal, I have one more script I can share with you.
Yes, sir.
DOL.
Doll?
DOL, DOL. Dollarama Incorporation. You remember what we were talking about? BLX? Pretty similar. But the only advantage is all last four candles are green when the markets were crashing. That indicates strength.
Very true. Even last earnings was positive. Next earnings is on April 1st. So still there is time. But I think next session could be green again. At least it reaches this.
And if it crosses 49, it's up for a straight hit for 53, 54.
52.5, 54.
My target was 54, 55, 50, 45, 56, 60.
That's right. So I think 51.5.
I think I shared this in mid of this month, mid of February.
Yeah, we discussed about Dollarama.
We discussed, I think I shared the detail also with the RSI CCI figures.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Yes. One more thing. Can you go at the wick of the last candle? You see 48.5. 48.5. Is there any resistance here? Minimize the screen.
4870. 4870 is upper wick.
Yeah, just at the wick here. Let's see if there is any resistance at this point. Yeah, there is a little. So if it breaks that resistance, then yeah, Vivek, you're right. The next target will be like 52 or 50, 51.5, the immediate one.
yeah.
Yeah. So 51.5, but the thing is, it has to break this 48.5 level. So it breaks this, then it has a potential for like $2.50 or $2.
It's specific strength because of volume.
Yeah,
On the day when the markets were absolute deep red, both the days market were deep red and you were showing green volumes.
Exactly. And it has a chance to break this because of the big green candle formed, and upside rejection is not too much, just a small one. And the other side, the volume is supporting this price.
Supporting it.
So there is a likelihood that this price will go up further and this resistance will be broken. It has a chance. So for 50, and the next target for this can be easily like 51.5 or 51.
Yeah, 51.5.
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
I was looking at it just now. My old recommendation, and this came up, and I immediately saw the charts. So Monday, in case if the markets are beneficial and gives you a red tick, and this takes a small dip, is a good buying opportunity.
Yeah.
Anything between 45 or 48, it will be a very good buying opportunity.
Yeah, but right now, going back to the lower end of the Bollinger Band, I don't see it happening in the very near future. I mean, in the next week or so, but still, it is good to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I think if someone wants to enter, maybe 48 could be an entry if it takes a dip, maybe on Tuesday. On Monday it reaches 50 and then it takes a small dip before going further.
Yeah, may happen that way. Okay.
44, why 44? Even 46 could be a good stop. What is the low of the last 3 days, 4 days?
So
50.
Yeah.
46.50 last 4 days. 46.50 is the low. So stop of 46, a $2 stop loss.
That's right. Entry at 48, stop loss at 42,
46,
46, and then a
Yeah.
target of 51.5, the first target.
51, 54, 56 or 57.
Yes.
Exactly. And one important thing to note here is look the lower wicks of the last 3 days. Ignoring the big green candle, the last 3 days lower wick, they are almost at the same price. The price
Same
was
price.
not going beyond that. So that seems to be a supportive price in the market for that. If you just bring it cursor down to the lower wick, yeah, this one 46.5, I would say. 46.5 seems to be the price which was the minimum price during the last 3 sessions, ignoring the one with the big green candle. So price is not falling beyond this. Seems that this is a good support even when the market was like highly red, and the volumes and during 3 days consistent, and price also not falling below this. So any point below this could be a good stop loss, as we rightly mentioned, 46. So falling below 46 can trigger your stop loss, and that's absolutely right. 46 is stop loss, and current entry level 40 at the current price level, or any like 50 cents below or up, it can be good, and target of 51 to 51.5 initial.
One more thing which you remember, which you can see in the charts, is in the month of November, there was a gap up which has been filled in now. The previous candle, No, no, November, the red candle. The red and green candle, the gap up has been filled in.
Yes.
Previous candles.
Yeah.
Previous one. Yeah.
Yeah, that has already been filled.
That gap has been filled in completely.
Yes.
So which is why once the gap gets filled in and it is reversed, it will now go on for a new height.
Yep.
Kamal, can you convert this to a weekly chart? Let's
Yeah.
weekly chart talking about. That is where the strength is. See that?
Exactly. It's actually at the lower end of the low Bollinger Band.
Yeah.
Bollinger Band and 46.
So it's a very
Take
good
it up.
entry.
Take it up.
5% to 7% easy gain. You can have this.
Yes.